Welcome back in the digital class of learning. In continuation of this chapter, that is transgenic plant with beneficial traits, today you will learn about the male sterility. Now the question is that what is the meaning of sterility, or what do you know about the sterile? Sterility is, in a general way, can be defined as the failure of a plant to produce its functional anther. And you know that anther is a reproductive structure of a male plant flower which have tendency to produce the pollen grains, and the pollen grains germinate to give rise to male gametophyte. So when a plant is not able to produce functional anther or pollen grains or male gamete, that we call the male sterility. I think you understand about the meaning of this male sterility. Once again, male sterility is refers to the non-production of functional anther or pollen grains or male gametes in a flowering plant. You have seen several tree of papaya where a number of flowers are visible, but it could not give the fruits. Why? Because that plant is having sterile flower, so it is unable to produce the fruits after the pollination or after fertilization. Male sterility is of three types. Number one is cytoplasmic male sterility. Actually, uh, in the cell there are the center of location of gene is nucleus as well as cytoplasm. So cytoplasmic gene means, for example, it is present either mitochondria or the chloroplast. So the gene which is responsible to give male sterility in a flower on the behalf of the genes present in the cytoplasm is called cytoplasmic gene male sterility. Number two, nuclear gene. It is due to the nuclear gene also. It means the gene which is present in the nucleus. So number one is cytoplasmic male sterility, that is called CMS. Number two is called genetical male sterility, GMS. Now the third type of sterility is cytoplasmic genetic male sterility. So this is the little idea about the male sterility. Now what is the advantage of this male sterility? Number one is that this male sterility is applicable in preventing unnecessary pollination and removing emasculation process during the hybridization. You must know that in the plant breeding program, whatever artificial hybridization is done, so the word emasculation is what? Emasculation is the removal of anther in a bisexual flower where a plant breeder want to dust pollen grains of desired plant. So in the literal meaning of the emasculation is removal of anther in a bisexual flower. Now, what are the consequences in the transgenic male sterility? So that could be overcome or it can be solved by the technique of genetic engineering. It means by transferring the transgenes. You must know about the transgenes, no need to discuss. So transgenic male sterility is due to transfer of a foreign gene into a wild species or into a crop plant, and after the transfer of this transgene in a crop plant, it follow the Mendelian principle or it work like a genetic basis. So in that system, of transgenic male sterility, there is two kind of genes responsible, or there is involvement of two kind of genes. Number one is, one gene is, suppose that is gene A, and it causes the male sterility. On the other hand, there is another gene which is responsible to suppress the sterility. So same thing happen in the next examples, which I would like to discuss with you. In a plant, there is a in a plant there is enzyme that is called Barnase, and this Barnase enzyme is responsible to hydrolyze ribonuclease. That is this Barnase is an enzyme which work like a RNase, that is ribonucleases, and this is developed by so this Barnase enzyme is developed, or it is the output of a gene called Barnase gene, and it is taken out from the bacterium now known as Bacillus amelocufaciens. So this bacteria is having the gene, that gene encode the enzyme Barnase. I just told about the Barnase is a enzyme which govern the RNase activity, or which works like a RNase activity. So this Barnase enzyme is responsible to inhibit or to prevent the pollen germination or pollen growth. Whatever the pollen grain should develop inside the anther, it should be checked, or it is prevented by that enzyme Barnase. So when this Barnase enzyme is extracellularly introduced into a plant, so that it work on the tapetal of anther. Actually, if you see the anatomy of anther, you find the three layers of anther, and out of that three layer there is the endothecium layer, middle layer, and tapetal layer. So the tapetal layer contain a gene that is known as TA29 promoter gene. This is called TA29 promoter gene. So along with this Barnase and T29 promoter gene, what happen, we can suppress the pollen grain formation in a tapetum or in a anther. It is why it is essential. Actually, tapetum is a very important tissues which impart nourishment to the developing pollen grains, and in the coming future or after the growth or development, that tapetum is ultimately degraded or it is destroyed. So if the tapetal layer or the tapetum cell is destroyed, or it could not be effective, then what happened, pollen grains will not be effective, and it leads to the male sterility to the particular plant. Next, how can we overcome, or how can we convert that sterile flower to the functional flower? So there is another enzyme that is having that is the Baristar. Baristar is a gene that responsible to Baristar is a gene which produce a protein, and that protein bind to the RNase, or that binds to the enzyme Barnase. So the Barnase will be deactivated, or it is non-functional. Then what happened? The sterile flower could be functional. So thereafter we can explain this in the following way. This is the wall of tapetal, a part of anther. Here is the TA29 gene which is present on the wall of tapetum. Now this is a bacterium, that name is Bacillus amelocufaciens. It has the gene called Barrester gene. That Barrester gene is antagonistic to Barnase gene, and that Barnase produces what? It produces RNase, and that RNase is responsible to non-functioning of this tapetum layer. When the tapetum layer which is persist, then what happened? The flower will be fertile. But on the other hand, if this tapetum is non-persistent, it means in early stage, due to the activity of this Barnase or RNase, that could not be functional, then the flower will be sterile. So there is a simple principle regarding to creation of male sterility and conversion of male sterility into the fertile part because of that principle. Let us see that again the bacteria, it has the Barnase gene, then association of the Barnase Barstar gene combination. What happened? You can see that functional part, how this is work. This Barstar, which produces the protein, could bind with the tapetal region of that having T29 gene. Thereafter, this could be degenerated and pollen become sterile. So in this way we can produce male sterility, or we can promote male sterility, or we can develop a non-functional male flower with agricultural values, or it is equally important for the plant breeding program.